And I'm having some milk cake.
No, we'll get out. I'll give you a bite. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So today, I'm gonna be starting Allegiant by Veronica Ross. I can't even say anything anymore. Like oh my gosh, they crazy. Oh my god! This is the third book in the Divergent series. Technically the last book in the series, but I will be reading the 4 stories on vlog too. It might not be as long of a vlog because it's not a full-length like novel. It's like a lot of short stories. But still, this is the one, like this is the big one. This is the conclusion officially of the whole series, and I'm excited to start it today. A little scared, but I'm excited too. And it's a special occasion because I got some chocolate cake from like a local grocery store. And, you know, I'm sorry, excuse me, did I say chocolate? I meant Dauntless. So I got some Dauntless cake, and I wanted to take like a little bite with my first reading of the Allegiant, because this is the book I remember the least. Like, Divergent I remember a lot, I remember like not that much of. The movie was more vivid in my mind. And Surge I remember the whole thing, basically. And then Allegiant is very, very lost on me, particularly because I love the Allegiant movie. And the movie makes so much sense in my mind now. I'm probably going to be so confused while reading this, but confused in a good way, because I'm going to get to truly get what the story meant, because reading the books has reacquainted me with what the books even like were, the world of the books, the plot of the books, the timeline of the books. And so I'm ready to jump into this with fresh eyes, you know, fresh book eyes. But anyway, I wanted to like get this cake because I love these characters, I love this world. I can't believe I'm finished the series. It made me emotional. So I wanted to start this off with some cake. I'm not sure when I'm gonna like finish off the cake or the book, but I wanted to get this, at least this first bite, because Dauntless cake is an important delicacy in this world, and I wanted to like rep my faction on here. And yeah, so I'm gonna be getting a bite, and so you're gonna watch me like get some Dauntless cake. It's like sponge cake. So I don't think I've ever had sponge cake before. It looks so good though. I like chocolate cake anyway. The Dauntless cake is the best. Like, oh. God is good. It's delicious. 4 will be very proud. Like, Tobias would be very proud. I'm surprised I didn't like summon him. Like, but like this is great. I love this. Let's read the first sentence, because this is the only of the 3 books that I do not know the first sentence. So I'm gonna read it for y'all right now. Oh, this is so emotional. Okay. Let me chill. Oh man, Insurgent is delicious. Okay, I'm sorry. And also, I'm going to be reading Allegiant as the only copy of Allegiant I have, which is the 10-year anniversary edition. All the other books, I have at least 2 copies of them. Divergent, I have 2 copies. Insurgent, I have 3 copies. The 4 stories, I have 2 copies. Allegiant is the only book that I do not own in any copy other than this one. And so I'm glad I got to read the books in like 3 different formats. 1 in paperback, 1 in hardcover, and now 1 in the 10-year anniversary hardcover paperback. It's great. I'm excited. I'm gonna get to like get all the delicious like secrets at the end of the book, which I feel like I'm gonna need after finishing this amazing series for the second time. Woo! Okay, so let's read the first sentence, guys.
Breaking down on my walls, seeing everything you want. Yes, I know it's too cold.
Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh! I'm not even gonna say anything until it comes up. I can't even. I'm on page 1. Help!
Wake me up, help me.
Okay, so the first sentence, I just read it, and it's cool. I didn't know she was gonna start off in Erudite headquarters. I had a feeling because they're prisoners. But I promise y'all, this might as well be my first read of this book. Because even though I remember key things that happened, what is this? Like, I have no idea what is happening. She's in a cell? Like, huh? Question mark? I don't know. And again, I know what's happening because I remember reading the last book, and so it makes sense. It lines up with the event. But I don't remember reading this at all. It's like when I reread books, it's like I can feel where I was when I first read certain scenes.
Just like my heart and soul. 깜빡해서 소소한 행복하기 못하던 날 어릴 때도 힘들었고 난 그냥 아무 말 안 했잖아 깜빡해서 난 누군지 제발 건드리지 마 외로움이 제일 편한데 그게 내 문제야
I can't even say anything anymore. Like oh my gosh. God is good, because I can't even say anything. Oh God, I'm running.
And down the road I saw the sky And I feel like I'm going
Y'all, I'm sorry, this is like peak, okay? This is peak. This is, what they call this? This is blueprint. Blueprint. Page like 30, 31, 32. I am crying. I am in tears. Yeah. Like, I'm so happy to be here. Like, when I say I don't remember none of this book, I don't remember none of this book. I cannot believe I'm here right now. Like, what? I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. And God is good, because I've been on gagging. I don't think I could have felt this scene under my
It's cold out here just like my heart and soul
I love them. Tris and Tobias and Allegiant. I'm gonna eat my hand. Like, I am gonna eat up every single scene. Like, I cry.
Oh, just look at everything I do I'm suffocating myself I'm not safe I'm not safe
Gosh. Can we talk about how much I love Tobias' point of view? Like, Veronica Roth, if y'all didn't know, she's gonna write this whole story from Tobias' point of view, and she was like, wait a minute, this is Trish's story instead. But you can just tell that the ease with which she writes Tobias is just like, we know, girl. Like, we know who your original main character was. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this book is brutal. Like, this is the most brutal of the three, and I mean, I'm just already, my stomach is already turning. I'm just so thankful for like chapter 5, because, not the chapter 5 being in the between chapter 4 and 6, I'm sorry, but I'm emotional, okay?
It's cold out here just like my heart and soul
I'm so mad, like, people have already died. I'm so sick. That's how you know, and I think, okay, here I go, I'm talking. Give me a second, because I actually, like, this is a great conversation, because I'm a student. When I read these books, I'm a reader, I'm a writer, but most importantly, I'm a student. Like, I have my fun, but like, I think that I'm a student because I love these books so much, and because I've read them, like, okay, in certain I've read a whole bunch of times, but because I know the story so well, like, I love to see what I can glean from things that I remember, things I don't remember, things I remember differently, you know, and so I'm a student. But anyway, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Okay, yo, first off, thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, for waking me up today, because I'm very grateful. This is going to be a beautiful day. It started off beautiful, it's going to end beautifully, it's going to only get more beautiful as the day goes on. Yeah, y'all going to get this optimism on a daily basis. Okay, so, Allegiant. It is the third book in the Divergent series, obviously. And so that means it's the conclusion. That means that the things that are happening in this book is very much final. Like, this is the final, like, thing we're going to get from the world as, like, in the form of a full novel. Which means that there are some traits that the book is going to have that are going to be different than the other books, because it has 2 books that it's carrying around with it. When I say that, I mean that there are 2 books that have events and arcs and plots and plot twists and revelations that this book has sprinkled within, because some of those things have ended now and they're kind of just sitting in the characters dormant or as a final thing because it's over now. but they also have things that are like still mysterious and still unknown that are going to be revealed in this book. And so this, like, we're at page like 40 or something, and somebody's already died. Somebody's died that we really know. Edward, and not Edward, but Edward was shot, and somebody else died because he was being careless. And it's like it didn't hit me really that this is the third book until that moment, because it starts off like kind of like relaxing a little bit. Like, it starts off kind of antsy because Triss is in like a cell and she's like pacing because she wants to leave the wall, she wants to leave the city, and she wants to find out what's out behind the wall, and she doesn't want to be executed, and blah 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 blah. And she's waiting for Ford to come back, and so it's like, oh. And then it gets like even more cozy because then they go on like a whole date, and it's like the best scene in the whole book, and I literally am gonna cry. Not only that, but the scene in the cell when they were just like holding on to each other and like kissing each other, and like Christina's like looking away, like, yeah, you know. I love them, you know. And so again, we get that solidarity that we literally lacked for so much of Insurgent. And so their entire relationship in about 40 pages has now been repaired. And that is such a blessing because I've been waiting. And again, we saw like hints of this reunition, in the end of Insurgent when he decided to help her with the video despite her lying to him and working with his dad. And so now that they're resolved, we immediately have another problem. And it's not only another problem. I think I like the book because I'm loving it so far, like, obviously, but I really, really love it, like, right now because of the slow burn that it has. And when I say slow burn, I mean that this is the last book, but it's, like, because it isn't, like, the first or second book in the series, there's a more quiet variety to it, but little scenes like this remind you that though there's not going to be heart-wrenching, you know, action for every single page of this book, it is a conclusion, which means that it's all on the table, you know. And because conclusions, especially dystopian conclusions, the world is as messed up as it's gonna get, you know what I'm saying, depending on the story. But in this world, the world is just kind of becoming more messed up, and it's almost as bad as it's ever been because everybody's kind of acting like it's alright. And so scenes like this, where things kind of just go haywire because they just do, really remind you how on edge everybody is. And it reminds you how much disarray this world is in, that is going to cause Triss and Ford and everybody to act. And so I'm just asking God to help me as a writer of a dystopian trilogy who is going to be finishing my second book soon, and then writing my my third book next year for a hopeful release in 2024 or end of 2023. We'll see. I really just want to applaud Veronica, and I want to again ask God to help me to write a good conclusion. And there's so much to a good conclusion. You know, it's almost like writing the act 3 of your series. And so again, this book is like 500 pages, and so how do you keep people interested? You can't just like throw them into a whole bunch of action-packed situations. And it's funny because today I was looking at a post by this amazing author that I follow. I will leave the @ up here because I love the account, like, it's amazing. And it was a post about like, not only like, they posted about like dystopian endings or something like a couple days ago, but this post that was today was basically talking about how you keep a book interesting. And I think that goes like doubly for a series, because it's like, what is going to keep somebody reading for 3 whole books? And this book already has it, because first off, the characters are interesting. First off, Insurgent is second. Like, if somebody had any doubts about this series, after Insurgent, like, they should be gone, because Insurgent is just so explosive. Like, it's like a bomb dropped in the middle of Divergent and Allegiant. And it has so much momentum. Like, once that bomb drops, the explosion extends into Allegiant and far beyond. And so it means that you're gonna have momentum. And so again, I think momentum is important as far as the conclusion, because you don't want the whole thing to feel like, and I think Act 3s can feel like this sometimes too, when like the author kind of has an idea of where the book's going to end or doesn't, and the book is just, you know, the book is winding down because you have like 100 pages left. And things are just like almost dragging. Like nothing's really being revealed. It's like it's like a resolution. And I think especially when it's a dystopian, obviously it depends on your series and your book and all that, but I just want to applaud this book and want to ask God what will be the best like style for my own conclusion, because I haven't written an Act 3 in a minute. I am currently like really like revising and dealing with Navajo, which is the second ITCHIKAN'S book's Act 3, because the first half of the book is like super, like, I like it a lot, but the second half isn't different enough, and so I had to put something that's like a midpoint in there that is going to change Act 3. And so I'm going to get to kind of tweak in Act 3. And maybe just fully rewrite a lot of it. So that's going to be great. But yeah, this is like suddenly a writing video. I'm sorry. Like, when you signed up for this, I don't know what you expected, but I am someone who loves the Divergent series, like, to life. And so I want to share with y'all the things that I gleaned from these books because it's important to me. You know, it's really important to me that you learn lessons too, because then you don't even have to, like, maybe even read the whole book. Maybe you can just watch this video and then get that same lesson, you know, because it's not just for me, it's for everybody. So anyway, Act 3s are amazing, Book 3s are amazing. I'm loving this Book 3 so much, and I'm so excited for the rest of it, and to write my own. Okay. They crazy in this book. See, more interested. They not, I love her, like, Thor! Tobias. You gotta use somebody. I can't, like, Ben knows what I'm talking about. If you read the book, you probably know what I'm talking about too, so I especially know. They crazy, but they deserve this because Insurgent was going through it. So I'm proud. I'm so happy that they're having all these moments. Like, y'all better get it. Y'all better get it. Oh, it's 2 Tobiases in a row. Ah. I don't even want to go anywhere. Like, I love that. Can I just sit in page 68 right now? I'm gonna cry like Zeke and Tobias. I feel like this whole book is just gonna make me cry. That's why I've been taking so long to read it, because it is so emotional. Dog.
I'm moving on, no need to stay.
This book is so emotional. Like, the way they talk about, like, memories and, oh my gosh, grief and, like, oh my, bro, Veronica.
I feel alive today.
So fucking over.
I feel alive today.
My favorite thing about these CPG books is the faction slang. It's being revealed over the course of like all 3 books. Because in Surgeon we heard Pansy take for the first time, which was just hilarious. And now Uriah just got Caleb a nose. Okay. Oh, I'm just sad. Okay. I can't even. And I can't even be sad over this lady dying. Rest in peace, Tori. You're beautiful. If it wasn't for Tori, there would be no story. Like, for real. She's the reason why Chris got to Donald and didn't get killed for being divergent. Like this. Oh. They said that the world beyond Chicago, which I guess is here, is all like this. And I was like, what is this? Like, what imagery is they trying to give me right now? But it's this. This is like one of the empty trucks, and there's a lot of roads and a lot of power lines down buildings and stuff. Which is crazy because I just didn't imagine it like that. But yeah, it's like a normal, actual civilization. Like I could walk outside and like go down the street, and it will look like that, except for like not dilapidated. Y'all, okay, first off, this book's finna have me choke. So they're in the Bureau of Genetic Welfare, which is aka O'Hare Airport, which I still have yet to go to and see myself. But anyway, and Triss is really upset because they're watching her. Well, they were watching everybody in the city, and they didn't do anything to help, so she's mad. 4 is like, wow, was that all a lie? Like, oh my gosh, like the factions were like just an experiment. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I had to come on here because Triss and 4 are being really cute. They're comforting each other because they're both kind of upset right now, but they love each other and they're amazing. And they're like holding hands on like a windowsill, and look what she just said. We're gonna read this together because the second I saw this, I was like, yep, I can't read this by myself. Y'all gonna have to read with me. Okay, hold on. Okay, look what she said. I catch myself thinking, thank God for this. Thank God for this book. Thank God for Veronica Roth. Thank God for this series. And man, like I'm so blessed. Like anyway, let's keep reading, guys. I love the Lord. Thank God for this out of habit. And then I understand what he's so concerned about. Aww. So yeah, they're really kind of, their brains are breaking because they're like, all the stuff we ever knew, is that stuff fake? Because a whole bunch of people told us, you know, because this was concocted by a whole bunch of people, you know, that knew everything, that knew more than us, you know, is it fake now? Like, does it not matter? And I understand that. Like, God bless them. Like, oh man, wow. I love the questions that this book asks. Like, this is such a great book. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Y'all. Okay, look. First off, it like didn't dawn on me till like right now that the factions were put into place, or that these genetic experiments were put into place in other places other than Chicago. But anyway, look at this. They're talking about how the other people there, some of them came from the Indianapolis experiment, and so it's like, wow. But there were no factions, I guess. When your city didn't tear itself apart and the others did, the Bureau implemented the faction components in the newer cities. Y'all, St. Louis, Detroit, and Minneapolis. There was factions in Detroit, Michigan? I'm sorry, I love that. I'm literally reading this book in Detroit, Michigan right now. Like, I can't believe that. Like, hey, Veronica, hey. So I guess that's what it is. The people who like tore each other apart, they put the factions in because they're like, yeah, y'all playing. I'm sad now. I'm a little perturbed. Hey, I'm about to listen to my Tobias playlist. Technically, it's not only him, and so maybe not. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll go listen to my Dawnless playlist. I don't know. I kind of want to hear his songs. Well, I'll do that right now because it's his preview. I don't know how much longer it'll last, but we'll figure it out. Because I'm like feeling the vibes of this book so heavily, and when I do that, I have a Fortress playlist. That's what I'll do. Because a lot of their songs from their individual playlists are in this one. Like, for real. And it's so emotional, like, just reading this book, because they're so cute. Oh. Trish would never. I can't with her right now. She's so funny. Trish is so on fire. I didn't expect that from this book. But I'm happy because I think that last books can be draining because it's like the conclusion and it's like everything's coming to a close. But this is like a new adventure. I love the way that Veronica like paints this book because again, it's like they're jumping into a new adventure. Everything's new and different and oh my gosh, all these new discoveries. And it makes you want to keep turning the pages. It doesn't feel like it's like the end of anything. Also, fun fact, this is one of the songs Veronica Roth actually wrote some of Divergent to, so. The whole Midwest is where they put experiments, which makes me really happy. I think I really enjoy living in the Midwest. It makes me really happy. Like all my books, well technically that's not the Midwest, it's the East Coast. But, I mean I live in the Midwest, and so I love the Midwest. What does it say about the Midwest? It says that they place it in the Midwest because always place experience because there's more space between urban areas. Out east, everything is closer together. Oh, you're right. So like New York and stuff. Yeah, basically. So yeah, I think that is yeah. Okay. That's cool. Take me anywhere. Snatch. Look, she says she snatched him, y'all. First she snatched a piece of his muffin, then she snatched him. Please. Y'all. And then she like is, and then he notices that she's taking another piece of the fun muffin. Seriously. Oh my gosh. It'll only take me a second. This is so cute. It reminds me of something and I'm gonna cry, Jesus. Thank you. I love you. Okay, so this book is kind of like emotional to me. Not even kind of, it is. One of the most emotional things is this right here. Because of all this information that's being revealed, they basically are almost, they have the, they could possibly, for everybody other than Triss, well, yeah, they could strip away the title of Divergent that they have held themselves to this whole time. Like, after finding out that you're Divergent, it's like, oh my gosh, like, that's a part of your identity, And so, the way that this book strips away the identity, or is about to strip away the identity of every Divergent, I believe, except for Triss, is so emotional to me because it's just like having that part ripped away from you, like having something that you used to hold yourself in high esteem about, kind of just explained away, like, oh no, actually we thought you were Divergent, but it's just like a trick of the light. It's just so sad because again, the scientists are just trying to figure out, what's going on and stuff. It's just an experiment to them. But to Tobias, it's his whole identity almost. And it's like just something else that separates him and Triss now. And it's like, oh. Oh, Jesus, help me. Thank you for allowing me to enjoy this reading experience. Thank you for allowing this book to bless me like it always has and will. Thank you for helping me to learn things. Thank you for helping me to feel my emotions. To be angry, but to sin not. Remind me that life gets better. Amen. Hallelujah. Excuse me. And thank you for this toast. It's delicious. Thank you for allowing it to be the best toast it can be. Oh. Okay. Okay, we're doing this. So, it's page 282. Uriah's chilling. Pretty sure Tristan and Matthew are walking around talking. They just came through the security checkpoint. And Uriah's standing next to some really nice sculpture. And it just exploded. The first time I read this, I was on my way, I believe on my way back actually, from Canada, from Stratford, Canada, with my school because we had gone to see A Midsummer Night's Dream live. And I had the hardcover, like red, orangey, blue water version of Allegiant in my hands with like the little bus light on, reading this book. And I mean, being in that moment and reading the lines, the wall next to Uriah explode, I think the worst part about this explosion and Uriah's death is the fact that, bro, when it happens, bro, they can't even do nothing. Like, again, Triss can keep trying to fight to him, but that's not going to stop the rest of the attacks. It's not going to stop Nita from stealing the death serum. It's not going to stop. And it's just like, bro, that moment where, like, somebody that you love just died and you can't even, like, come to their aid. You can't even, like, say goodbye and be with them in that moment. Because they on a mission, you know? It reminds me of Fernando's death, and I just hate this. Like, I mean, Veronica's a really great author just because, I mean, this is how it's supposed to feel, you know? It just sucks. Just as a goat. I'm really proud of her. 3 Trish chapters in a row? Please. What the fuck is Ford doing? Did they lock him up? This reminds me of that thing that people say, like, the person's point of view that it's in should be the one that has the most to learn or lose. Yeah. And then y'all don't help by going and killing folks. It's just like, child, this is what I'm talking about. It's just, weird. Finally, oh my gosh, it's about to be a Tobias point of view. Mommy looking ahead. Wow. So now they arrested Tobias because he was around with the alarm system that got them the bombs. And I feel really bad for him because I know he would never agree to just blowing people up. Oh my gosh. Oh my. You know what? This is my. I'm not even going to do that because that's a spoiler. But you know what? This sucks. I mean, lying? Nita. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so angry. Like, I can't believe. Like, it just reminds me of the attack simulation. Y'all are literally, like, leading people to, like, having blood on their hands and they did not sign up for this. She never said she was going to bomb the place. You know what? I'm done. I can't. Triss was right again, y'all. Oh, I'm angry. That's nice. Triss was right again? Oh. Oh my god. I'll pull a second. They always want to bag. I'm just joking. I mean, it's the last book. If they weren't bagging, it would be like something wrong. Something wronger than what's already wrong. Gonna go downstairs and watch my sister play Fortnite. Yay. It's like my comfort thing to do after I read like one of these books because again, I think the pain can be so real. And when I play Fortnite, it just reminds me of like Divergent, Dauntless, Fortress when they're not fighting. And like I have a lot of pain in my life right now. Like I can only take so much of theirs.
Let me take a moment to apologize for the way that I've been. Now I realize that you're my morning star. You're my everything. All of the worries and fears don't matter as long as I got you. Anxiety, fear, doubt don't matter as long as I got you. wait on you. You're God from here to the end of your life. Still always the same, it's true. I know that I can always count on you.
Trish is mad. So I haven't talked much. I don't really feel like talking much, but I will because God is good. I will talk. So the people in the genetic bureau, they trying to reset everybody in Chicago, and Trish is really not happy about it. Especially after she found out that they destroyed application, she's just not happy. So she has a plan to actually reset the scientists that are gonna do the memories or whatever, the reset, because then if she resets them, they won't have propaganda in their minds about hating genetically damaged people. And so then that means that they will never try this mess again. And so she's trying to come up with a permanent solution. Before it's kind of like, that's what they want to do to us. Girl, why would you want to do that to them? It's a lot of mess going on. Oh, shut up. I'm just so tired and it's like, oh, y'all, I'm telling you, I feel like these characters right now. Like, I thought I was feeling it when I was reading Insurgent, but I'm extra feeling it now. Like, I really, nothing can explain this. That's why I just have to read it. I have to push through to the end. Like, even if I don't finish this today, I feel like these characters, you know, and I don't know how long it's going to take me before I don't feel like them. But maybe that's not the point anyway. And I think that this is one of the things that I remember so vividly from the first read of this book. One of the only things. Because I found that so much, like literally 99% of everything else I remember in this book happened so differently. And I was like, what? And stuff I didn't remember in X, Y, and Z. But him letting himself forget is something that I will never forget, because it's just like, I don't know, it's like the first time we see him really be a real person. I think it's the first time we kind of see through the cracks of his hard, mischievous, kind of almost goofy and immature exterior, showing that he has things he wants to lose, and he wants to have a new start. You know, again, we're kind of seeing the guilt that he's never really displayed, and it's just amazing. And again, it just speaks to Veronica's ability to write characters in a way that truly speaks to their humanism, no matter what they've done. Chapter 41, y'all. I'm at page 406. If I remember correctly, I have exactly 120 pages left of this book. And I guess those will be read tomorrow. What a time to be alive. Finishing Allegiant for the second time ever in 2022. Like most people say, they don't reread these books, or this book at least. But I'm proud that I am. It feels like a power move or something. You know, like I'm proud of myself that I haven't stayed afraid, because I was super afraid to like start the reread, and I've been afraid to pick up the reread as I've been reading it. But I'm very thankful that I decided to go through with it, because again, it's a power move. Like again, like I said, my life feels a lot like this book does in so many ways, and the spirit of keeping on moving is a main theme of these books. And I really have needed that during this time, and I needed to see that I'm not the only one going through something, or the only one who has gone through something. You know, even if it's like my favorite fictional characters ever, I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? That is essential for me to know, because just feel like I'm the only one who's ever experienced this much bad stuff at one time is the worst thing for me right now. But Allegiant, Insurgent, even Divergent just reminds me that sometimes bad things come in, you know, in a squad, in a pack, you know, back to back to back, and you just have to keep moving, you know, till the next good thing comes around. So we're gonna keep moving, y'all. Tomorrow, we finish it.
I know that I can always count on you. Every single moment that I think about what you have me through, all of the highs and the lows, I could hardly see my way. Now I see your light, it's guiding me right through, and I feel your power, it's pulling me through. there be light in the darkness. Let there be hope in the madness. Yeah, we got great treasure. God says, you know about glory. Every phase of the story. Yeah, I know it, I know it. No need for lamps so sun. Your light is shining through, and all of the darkness is filling up this room. Your God, from here to the end, your light still always the same. It's true. I know that I can always count on you. Your God, from here to the end, your light still always the same. For lamps of the sun, your light is shining through, and all of the darkness is filling up this room. Your God, from here to the end, your light still always the same. It's true. I know that I can always count on you. God said, let there be light in the darkness. Let there be hope in the madness. Yeah, we got great treasure. God says, you know about glory. Every phase of the story. Yeah, I